Hey YouTube family, thank you for joining me here at Jessica and Pilates. To your mats, find kind of that center place on your mat, and then we're just gonna take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring those hands back down. Good, so deep inhale, reach up, and then slowly exhale, letting all the air out of your lungs. Big inhale. Feeling gratitude for your bodies, taking time to move them today. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale. And deep exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale. Good. And exhale, coming back down. So as you come back down, let's just squat, reach your hands out in front of you, and then come back to upright. Squat it down and back up. Squat down and back up. We're going to get those knees behind the toes. And think about using your glutes, use your butt to help lift you back to upright. So squat down and back up. Let's do 3 more. Good. And we're going to hold it in a couple more. And then on your next one, let's go ahead and hold down. So as I hold down, I'm going to keep my hands in front of me. Feel the support through my thigh muscles. I'm going to take one hand, I'm going to reach it back, circle up and around. Other hand, reach it back, circle up and around. And circle. And circle. Kind of like you're getting ready to swim. So feel that humerus, that arm bone, just circling within the shoulder socket, staying within your range of motion, of course, and focusing on that breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And so feel free to stay nice and slow and controlled. That's always more important. If you do find that control and you can move a little bit quicker, feel free to do so. Inhale and deep exhale. Inhale, deep exhale. Get a little lower into that squat if you can. Let's get low, and breathe. Good. Focusing on that breath. Let's do 5 more seconds here. And 4, 3, 2, and 1 more time to each side, and then we'll stand straight back up. Good, so as you stand up tall, let's come into a nice wide external position, and we're gonna bring the hands down to your side. We're gonna squat down and back up. Squat down and back up. So wide external, feel those thighs spiraling back as you come into your squat. Good, deepening into that breath. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and on this next one, let's hold it down. So as we hold it down, little pulses with those legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way back up. Squat it down, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way back up. Let's do that again. Squat it down and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold down. We're gonna take your hands behind your head, laterally flex to the side, come through center, and other side. Find length in the middle, and then laterally flexing that spine to each side. So imagine that your torso is stuck in between 2 pieces of glass, and you can only go side to side. So no leaning forward or backwards. Good. And stretching through that side body, but you're also crunching on that opposite side. So find that length. As you come back up to upright, grow tall. Sink down a little bit lower into that squat if you can. Let's do 1 more time to each side. We're gonna hold into the middle, so still holding into the squat. Good, and we're gonna twist and rotate, come back through center. Twist and rotate, come back through center. Exhale, rotate, inhale through center. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Good, rotating, twisting through the torso. Let's just do 1 more time to each side. And then we'll come up to the middle and stand up nice and tall. So once you stand up tall, just stand to face towards your mat. Step 1 foot back, coming into our lunge stance. And for this lunge today, we're gonna flatten that back foot. So see if you can press that back heel down and feel this nice opening at your front hip flexor. Making sure that back foot's parallel, toes face straight ahead. Let's open those arms out to a T in small circles. Holding into this lunge. If you can, sink down deeper into it. But work to get that back heel connected flat onto the mat. And little arm circles. Good. Feel the length in your arms like they're being pulled away from you. Deepening into that squat. Holding those arms stable, reach the hands forward and open. Arms forward and open. Good. Deepen into that breath. Let's do 5 more. And 4, mobilizing through our shoulders. 3, 2, and then hold the arms open. See if you can start to lean forward. Feel that weight in your front leg, and then find your balance. Reach the hands down and open. Press the palms together and open. Down and open. If you need to, just keep that back foot lightly on the floor. floor to help assist with your balance. Focus on the breath for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come back to upright, step your feet together. Let's take that opposite foot, step it back. So again, check in that you can get that back heel flat on the mat, so narrow your stance if needed. And also make sure that back foot is parallel, so your toes face straight ahead. We're gonna open those arms out to a T. We're gonna reverse the arm circle, going the opposite way you went from before. Last time I went backwards, so I'm circling forward. Deepen that breath. Remember, find that length in your arms, so you get deep into that squat while still keeping that back heel connected. Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Find that length in the arms, nice and strong. 5 more. 2, and then hold the arm stable, reach it out in front of you and open. Reach it forward and open. Deepening into that breath. Good, warming up our bodies. Draw into the core, so feel those abs, kind of like your hip bones are hugging in toward each other, like you're tightening your belt. Activating through our transverse ab. So hip bones hug in, belly button draws to the spine. 2 more. On that second one, hold those arms open, lean yourself forward, feel that weight in your front leg. Start to slowly, if you can, lift that back leg up. Remember, that back leg can always stay on the mat if needed. Otherwise, press the palms together and open. Press together and open. Deepening into the breath. Good. And let's do 5, 4, good. And 2 more, and 1, and then go ahead and bring those feet back together. So once those feet are together, bring the legs as close together as you can. Find a chair as deep as you can and come back up. Find that chair, see how low you can go, and then come back up. Find your chair, draw in through the core, and then come back up. Let's do that 5 more times. Find that deep squat, and come back up. Legs glued together if you can. Good. And 3 more. Good. 2. Get ready to hold it. Let's hold this next one down. Reach those hands a little higher. Goalpost, arms to straight. Goalpost, arms to straight. Keeping the ribs drawing in so they're lined up with your pelvis. As much as you can. Sink down deeper into that squat if your body allows. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. See if you can take your hands down to the mat. Step 1 foot back at a time, coming into your plank. Remember, if you need to, come down into your hands and your knees at any point. That is still planking. So from here, knee to elbow, reach it out. Knee to elbow, reach it out. Knee to elbow, reach it out. Knee to elbow. So if you're in your all fours position, you can still do the same thing. Bring one knee up at a time. So no matter where you are, you can find something that works for you. Or just hold stable into your plank. I'm going to do this for 5 more. And 4. Good. Breathing into it. 3, 2, and 1 more time to each side. And then carefully come down to those knees. So once you're in your all fours position, hands and knees, or maybe you're still here, draw the shoulders out of the ears, lift up out of the armpits. So feel that lowest rib, lift to the height of your hip. We're gonna take one leg, reach it back behind us. We're gonna do a tricep push-up. So I'm gonna lift that back leg, bend my elbows, nose towards the floor, press back up. Bend and back up. Feel that length in the leg back behind you, and find control as you lower and lift out the arms. Breathing into it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bring that knee in, other side. Take the opposite leg back, lift it up, draw into the abs, tricep push-up, press down and back up. Leg lifts and lowers. Leg lift and lower. Good. Like you're a human teeter-totter here. Focusing on the breath. Draw into the abs. And breathing through it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good. Go ahead and press all the way back up. Coming upright onto those knees. Feeling amazing already. Take one leg, reach out to your side. I have my left, probably looks like my right to you guys. And we're gonna take your hands behind your head. Find the length, grow tall through your spine. Remember, fold your mat in half if you need more cushioning for that bottom knee. We're gonna laterally flex away from that thigh. Find that length, draw the hip down, come through center, find length, and then crunch towards the thigh. So crunch away, come back through center, and then other side. Good. So working to keep that lower body nice and stable, pressing your foot into the mat, and just laterally flexing through our torso. Good. Focus on that breath. Let's do 5 more. And 4. Good. Remember, find that length as you come through center. And 3. 2 more. And on this next one, we're gonna hold it over. So hold over away from the outside leg, reach the arms to a T, and you're just gonna pulse it halfway up and halfway down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then all the way back up, hands behind the head, bring that knee in, relax those arms down for a second, roll those shoulders, and let's do the other side. So take that opposite leg out, hands behind the head, remember grow tall, find that length in the middle, lean away from your thigh, come through center, and then lean toward your thigh. Nice inner thigh stretch as well. Good. Outside, center, and then towards the thigh. Length in the middle. Remember, grow tall as you come through the middle, and find that control. We're gonna stabilize through our pelvis as we go side to side. Relax those shoulders out of the earlobes, and breathe. Good. Deepen that breath. And we'll do 5 more. Length through the middle, shoulders away from those ears. Deepen into that breath. Find stability through the lower body. Good, smiling and breathing. Staying present within our movement. 1 more time to each side. Good, and then we're gonna lean away from the thigh, lean away, open the arms up to a T, and just little pulses. So almost like you're trying to reach to the ceiling with that top arm. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then slowly come back to upright. So bring those knees in. So once you're on your knees, we're just gonna sit down onto your butt, take those legs out in front of you, keeping the knees bent with your feet flat on the mat, hands at your side. I have my fingertips facing to my butt, but feel free to face them out to the side if that happens to feel nicer for you. And let's go ahead and lift your hips up. So it's almost like we're in a bridge, but I'm thinking about also creating space between my shoulders, between my collarbone at the front of the shoulders, and drawing down as well. So holding up here, good, keeping those glutes lifted. Let's bend the elbows, press back up. Bend the elbows and press. Bend and press. Good, every time you come back up, see if you can lift those hips a little bit higher. So get the hips back up to the sky as you straighten the arms. Good. And of course, make it a smaller range of motion, or if needed, just hold into this position without the arm presses, if that feels nicer for your body. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and let's hold it up. Hold your hips lifted. It'll be nicer bringing those legs together like one. Take one leg out, kick it up, and back down. Kick it up, and back down. Inhale, deep exhale. 2 more, and 1, and then bring that leg down, other side out, up, and back down. Up, and down. Good. And then just 2 more, and 1 more, and then bring that leg in, lift up a little bit higher, and then slowly bring your butt down onto the mat. So make sure your legs are more forward so they're at the front edge of your mat, hands out in front of you. And remember, more modified to keep your knees bent, and then roll your spine down so your head connects. Option, take the arms overhead, chin to the chest, and then slowly walk yourself back up. That's gonna be the easier option. I'll do that again. So rolling your spine down, slow, slow, slow. Hands come overhead. Crease at that chest line as the hands come forward. So it's like you're in a crunch. Grab the thighs and walk it back up. A little bit more challenging, keep those legs long, moving from the pelvis, roll down to the spine. Hands reach overhead. Hands back to the sky, chin in the chest. Find that crunch. Press down through your hips and your heels. To help you come back to upright, find that length in the spine, fold yourself forward. Coming back to upright, rolling down bone by bone, hands reach overhead, back to the sky, and then slowly coming up and over that beach ball. Lengthen the body, rolling down to the pelvis, hands reach overhead. Deepening into your breath, find that control within the movement. I know this is one that we always like to rush through, but slower is better. Finding that control, flow within the movement. Good. And working that core. Our core should be helping to assist us in lifting up and going back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Rolling down and back up. Good. And on this next one, we'll go ahead and stay down at the mat. So I'm going to come back to upright, roll all the way down. Hands come overhead, circle back to your thighs, and then bend those knees in one at a time. So once your knees are bent in, take one leg to tabletop at a time. Imprint, press down through that lower back for more stability. We're going to lift and hold into a crunch. Remember, of course, keep that head down if needed. Find this tight little ball with your body. Grab onto your shins. Let's reach everything away. Big exhale. Inhale, pull it back in. Exhale, reach my legs, stay together. My arms circle around. Legs stay together, arms circle around. And try to deepen that crease at your chest line as you come back into this little ball. And then maintain it as you reach away. Exhale and inhale. Let's do 3 more. Good. And 2. 1 more. Hold in, grab one leg, reach the other one leg out straight. So you can hold your calf or your hamstring, just not behind the knee. So calf or hamstring. Pulse in for 2. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Good. Getting that nice stretch into our hamstrings, into the back of the thigh as we work our abs. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Focusing on the breath and also find that stability through the pelvis. Good. Let's do 1 more time to each side. Find that tight little ball again, creasing deeper the chest line. Reach your hands up to the sky and just pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower yourself back down. And we're just gonna roll onto one side. Good. And so as you roll to your side, we're gonna keep your hips down, and I'm gonna take my hand kind of out to my side, adjust a little forward or back as needed. Go to my other hand at my hip, and I'm just gonna press up and come back down. Press up, single arm push up, and back down. So you can keep your hand at your hip, or reach it up to the sky, press it up, and down. And so as you do this, if you want to add some more fun and excitement to the move, as we lift, we're going to lift that top knee and then bring it back down. Lift the top knee and bring it back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Remember, shoulder away from the ear and lift out that bottom armpit. So feel that bottom armpit and your tricep, that back of the arm, engage. Let's do 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it up. Good. And then lower halfway up, halfway down. Halfway up, halfway down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And then lower back down. So stay lifted up onto that forearm if you can. And it's really easy just to start to sink into the shoulder. So lift up through the ribs, draw the shoulder out of the ear. So holding into this position, let's lengthen those legs out to straight, keeping that bottom side lifted. Lift and lower that top leg. So if you need to, lay flat on your side, just with your arms straight, or that little arm pillow. But again, keep checking in on this bottom side. It's really easy to start to sink into it, losing all that arm work. Good. It's like holding a side plank, but a little different. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg down to the height of the hip. Kick it back and forward. Kick just back and then in line with your body. Kick it back, use your booty, and then bring that leg forward. Sweep it back and forward. Sweep back and forward. Good. So as you sweep that leg back as much as possible, just work on that stability of the trunk of the body. So feel that transverse again. So hip bones hug in toward each other, belly button towards the spine. Deepen your breath. 5 more. Stay lifted out of this armpit. 3. Fun part about Pilates. Always so much to think about. Hold that leg back. Lift and lower that leg. Up and back down. Lift out of your armpit. Focus on the breath. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, one more, and then bring that leg back in. So bend those knees in. Let's mosey on over to that other side. Good. So remember, starting with those knees bent. And I have my hand kind of out away from me for this single arm push-up. But again, adjust it slightly if needed. Really easy to start to sink in here. So lift out of that armpit, draw the shoulder away from the ear. Hand can be at your hip to start. And press up and back down. And once you do one or two, usually you can tell if you need to adjust that arm. And of course, if you need to, just hold stable. Other arm can come out towards the ceiling and focus on that breath. Lift it up and back down. Lift and lower. Really focus on that bottom armpit. You can even take your top hand and place it there so you can feel that muscle activate as you lift and lower. And of course, that tricep is working as well, so you should feel the back of the arm. Maybe one arm is stronger than the other, so just take notice. We usually always have a stronger side. Breathing into it. Good. Reaching up to the sky with that opposite hand. Let's do 5 more. Oh yeah, open that opposite leg. Good, and back down. And 4, 3, 2, and hold it up, hold it up. Let's see those little pulses, halfway up and halfway down. Halfway up and halfway down. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then slowly come back down. So just adjust that forearm so your hand is now facing forward, straight out in front of the elbow. Legs reach out. Remember, it's really easy to start to come here, so lift out that bottom armpit, draw the shoulder out of the ear, and work to maintain this position as you lift and lower that top leg. Good. Focus on the breath. Remember, think about the stability through our shoulder girdle on this side. That arm should feel like it just got worked. And breathe. Got 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg. Sweep it back and center. Sweep it back and center. We're going to stay connected through our torso, through our core, so nothing is moving. Shoulder out of the ear. So many things to think about. And breathe. And move with precision. Good. Staying present within our bodies, within our movement. Let's do this for 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and one more. Hold that leg back, lower and lift. Lower it down and back up. Good. Lift out of your armpit. Focus on the breath. Let's do 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, one more, and then go ahead and bring that leg down. Let's roll onto your backs, coming flat on the mat. And so once you're on your back, bend the knees, feet flat on the mat. We're going to articulate into your bridge. So tuck the pelvis, scoop the abs, peel yourself up, feel your thighs being pulled across the room, and then take your time as you articulate the spine back down. So tuck in the pelvis, draw into the core, peeling up bone by bone, and then softening at that sternum, and we're going to peel down nice and slow. So take your time as you create that mobilization within the spine. Deepening into your breath. And nice and controlled. Let's do that 3 more times, taking your time as you articulate up. We're going to maintain that length in your neck as well. You should feel weight on the back of the skull, but you should have that space at your cervical, at the neck. Just that natural curve of your neck. Then the shoulder blades holding the weight of the bridge. Let's do 1 more. Good. And so as you're here, lift your hips a little bit higher. If you can, take your hands, reach up underneath your butt. Coming into this nice shoulder bridge. We're going to extend one leg up to the sky, lower it down, and lift. Lower and lift. Good. Straight down and back up. Just 2 more. And 1. And then bring that foot back to the mat, other side. Stretch it up, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Hold those hips lifted, focusing on the breath. Let's do 3 more. And 2. 1 more. And then we'll bring that foot back to the mat. Hold your hips lifted, but take your hands back down to your side. Flat back bridge lower. And lift it back up. Flat back down. And back up. Focusing on that breath. Engage into your booty. Feel this glute squeeze as you lift those hips up. Let's do 5 more. And 4. 3, 2, and one more. Hold it up, hold it up. Lift your hips a little bit higher, breathing into it. Good, and then slowly peel and articulate the spine to the mat. Let's flip on over, rolling onto our bellies. Good, and so once you're on your belly, we're just gonna take both hands, reach them overhead, shoulders out the ears, right hand, left leg, left hand, right. So just a nice slow swim to start us out. Find the length in your limbs, and also find that stability in the pelvis. So as you're doing this, the hips aren't rocking. So now hold left hand, right leg, open the arm out to a T, bring it back overhead and lower. Right hand, left leg, open just the arm to a T, bring it back overhead and lower. Lift, open, close, and back down. So the leg is just lifting, it's not moving. And so we're gonna continue to do that, but see if you can hold into a hover, lift opposite arm, opposite leg, and come back to center. Open the arm back, focusing on the breath, opening that arm out to a T, lifting one leg just a little bit higher, that opposite leg, focusing on the breath. Let's do 3 more, just so we're even, so maybe 4, good. And one more time to your last side, come back in and lower down. So once you're here, open those arms to goalpost. Keeping the feet on the mat, press into your hips. Lift that upper body up and back down. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good. Focusing on the breath. 5 more. Feel like your elbows are being pulled to the ceiling and back towards your ankles. Feeling that connection through your mid-back between the shoulder blades to help with the lift. Hold your lift, hold it. Stay here or circle hands back to your toes and then back to goalpost. Circle back to your toes and then goalpost. Circle back to the toes and goalpost. 5 more. Strengthening that back. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Circle those arms around. Place your hands right by the shoulders. Pressing up into extension. Maybe you're only coming about halfway, that's okay. And so draw the shoulders away from the ears, create length in your neck, and let's press it halfway up and halfway down. Like a little mini push-up. Good. Shoulders at the ears, lengthen the neck. Lift those ribs for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it about halfway, lift the legs and lower. So as my torso goes down, my elbows bend, I lift the legs and then press right back up. Kind of like a human rocking chair. Use the back of your thighs to lift the legs and then find that control pressing up through the arms to help bring the body back to upright. And it doesn't have to be full extension. Feel free to stop about halfway. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And then let's bring those knees in underneath you. Come onto your hands and knees. So cat-cow. Round, look to your inner thighs. And then extend, open up your chest, look forward. So rounding. And then extend. Let's do 1 more. Round. And then extend. Good. Feel free to stay in your all-fours position. Otherwise, let's step it back to plank. Reaching those heels back. Good. You're going to shift your weight forward and back. Forward and back. So essentially, you're pointing and flexing at the ankle to do this move. Breathing into it. 5 more. Draw into the core. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Hold your plank, pike it up, and then back to plank. Pike it up, and then back to plank. Remember, you could do this in your all-fours position, essentially coming back to your cat-cow. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1 more, and then come back to your plank. So as you come back to your plank, feel free to go to down dog and then just walk your hands to your toes, or step 1 foot by your hand, other foot, so you're coming into this deep squat, and then slowly stand straight back up. but of course you can go to down dog if needed. So circle those hands up, big inhale. Exhale, bring those hands back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Find the length in your body, just collecting up some gratitude for your body, maybe for everyone around you during quarantine, and just feeling grateful that you had time to get some movement in for yourself today. So important to take some time just for yourself.